Hello guys and welcome back to Haymanager with me today, Alex, and again today we're going to do your budget defenders for Fantasy Premier League. So skipping straight into the action, I'm going to go through all the different players that I've picked for you today. So in defence, you're looking at probably your cheapest wing backs. You're looking at sort of players that are going to be able to give you a lot of assists, but as well as that, couple it with a few clean sheets. So first player I've gone with is Vladimir Coufal from West Ham. Now, Vladimir Coufal from West Ham has had a fantastic year last year after joining from Slavia Prague. He's been playing absolutely phenomenal football for West Ham last season. He played 34 matches, 7 assists, which is very high for a wing-back. 9 clean sheets, 77 tackles, as well as that 3 yellow cards. So, you know, he's done very, very well. You've got to ignore some of the clean sheets comparison. He's not joint 5th in the league for the highest amount of clean sheets. That on the right hand side is just trying to explain whereabout he ranks in the terms of the league. But joint 13th in the league for assists is a very high feat for a wing back in his first year in the Premier League. West Ham, he's only $5 million out of your £100 million transfer budget. He's a very cheap option. West Ham, if you believe in West Ham, as much as I do anyway, I think they'll be very good next year. Even without Jesse Lingard, whether or not the transfer goes through to sign him again, it would be a very interesting one. But yeah, West Ham, a very strong side. The centre back, the defensive partnership looks very good at the back, with Coufal being very productive, Cresswell being very productive. I quite like their lineup for next year. You've got Yarmolenko, who's had a fantastic Euros. The Coufal getting forward on that, I think that left-hand side, is he a left or a right back? I think he's down the right-hand side, Cresswell's down the left. That makes sense. So yeah, $5 million for Coufal. Great buy. And I think as well, it'll probably pick up not that many clean sheets, but it'll be able to pick you up a clean sheet, if not an assist, every other game. So a decent little budget option. Then we're going to move on to an interesting player here, Matt Doherty. Now, Matt Doherty had a bit of a mixed season last season. Jose Mourinho, he wasn't in his favoured plans. He did obviously prefer Aurier, but Aurier wants a future away from Tottenham, and I think this is time for Matt Doherty to prove what he's about. In his previous years, he had an absolutely fantastic time at Wolves, picking up many a clean sheet, driving forward down that right wing, getting back as well. He's fantastic at getting back as well. Defensively, very, very clean. But last year, 17 games played, majority of them probably just coming off the bench for the last few minutes. 2 assists, 4 clean sheets, 23 tackles, 2 yellow cards. I mean, his comparisons aren't brilliant, but he's done the job for Tottenham when called upon. For $5 million, I think Tottenham, if they get a new centre-back in to partner Alderweireld, sort of rebuild their side. Højbjerg's had a fantastic Euros, so you're going to have a defensive, reliable defensive midfielder. Ndombele and the likes might try and come back. You've got Kane and Son firing up front with Mora. I think it'll be an interesting project for Tottenham. And to see whether or not Matt Doherty gets played, I could be wrong, but for $5 million, I think it's a decent punt. With only, how many percent have chosen? I've got in my paper, 1.1% have chosen. And when he did play, 4 bonus points. So he is pretty good at producing the points that you need. Not on a regular basis, but when you need to sort of rely on a budget right back or a left back or a wing back or a defender, this is your man. This is your man. Then we'll move on to Nelson Semedo. Nelson Semedo's had a pretty good Euros, to be honest. You can't really critique him too much, apart from he's very eccentric and aggressive in the Premier League. He did pick up 5 yellow cards, but picked up a ban as well, with getting a red card, I believe. Semedo, very good going forward. I won't class him as a brilliant defensive right back. I think I'd class him more as a provider going forward. He likes to get forward. Only 1 assist, though, doesn't really back up my theory. But I think next year, if I believe what they're going to do, Wolves, is stick with the back 5, or if they change to a back 4, Semedo's going to be able to get forward, really make some changes going forward. As we saw for Portugal, he's brilliant at bringing the ball out of that defensive role. 34 matches played, 1 assist, which isn't great. 9 clean sheets, which is very impressive for Wolves. So to keep that back 4, back 5, well, back 5 I think it is, that Wolves mainly play. If you see the clean sheets just rise again, I'd probably say 11, 12 clean sheets if they get back to their form. 85 tackles, he makes a lot of tackles, Nelson Semedo, so you're going to pick up quite a few points from that. And 5 yellow cards isn't a lot throughout the whole campaign of the Premier League season. 5 million for that right back role. He's been selected by 1.7% of people. He had 109 points last year, which is very impressive. So a consistent performer, but it's up to you whether or not you want to take your chances on Wolves, who are going to be a completely renewed team, a revitalised team with a new manager as well, since their manager obviously left them. Then we go on to probably not the best to last, but the second to last player, Kieran Tierney. I think Arsenal, and I'm backing Arsenal here. I know they lost to Hibernian at the weekend, which is a bit of a weird one to lose to. But Kieran Tierney didn't feature in that. A lot of main players didn't feature in that. A lot of young players that haven't returned from either holidays or the international duties haven't returned. And Kieran Tierney last season, I think, proved that he's a pretty good little wing back. I like him as a left back. I like the way he gets forward. He obviously scored a very fantastic goal as well. But 3 assists in 27 games, 8 clean sheets, 29 tackles, doesn't tackle a lot, picked up 4 yellow cards. I think if you played an extra 11 games, you'd probably see another 2 clean assists maybe, and a lot more clean sheets, because Kieran Tierney for me he's a fantastic player. He's a really good pickup for Arsenal. He's getting that main football every year. I think if he partner him with perhaps another centre-back on his side, maybe not Gabriel, let Gabriel play on the left-hand side and sort out on the right-hand side and sort out the side with Bellerin. I think Kieran Tierney's a nice little pickup. And going forward, he can really do well. He's fast, physical. He really wants to play football. You see the passion within him. He's a very good footballer. And for 5 million, he's worth a little punt, I think. He's worth a little punt as a backup. Maybe a backup, perhaps a main, if you really want to spend big elsewhere, defender. Then for the last pick for me, and I don't know why he is only 4.5 million, it's Ben White. And Ben White for me, he's an obvious choice. He's just an obvious choice, a really, really obvious choice. Ben White, matches played 36, no assists obviously, but I've had to keep him in here. The only centre-back to feature in this, 4.5 million. For a player that got 12 clean sheets with Brighton, I think is an absolute robbery. 56 tackles. There's rumour he will be moving to Arsenal for 50 million. So to really add depth, or even to start, I think he'll start in that Arsenal side to partner Kieran Tierney down that left-hand side, a left centre-back role Ben White would fulfil. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a really nice little link up there. Leno needs to really work on his composure, but I think Ben White and Tierney down that left-hand side, and then you've got Gabriel to partner with another right-back who they potentially might bring in. Who knows? They might sell Bellerin, they might not. But it'd be interesting to see who they bring in, because Ben White, for 4.5 million, if he does go to Arsenal, that is, it's a potential great signing. It's a potential great signing. If he stays at Brighton, which I doubt he will this year, because he's fantastic, and should be snapped up by a number of sides, should I say. Yeah, I think Ben White will go all the way. Last season, he got 104 points playing at Brighton, 12 clean sheets. Obviously, didn't score that many goals, but a consistent player, 56 tackles, 5 yellow cards, not very aggressive, does his business, picks up the occasional yellow. But 36 games played, consistent, really good player. I think he's fantastic. He's been picked by 10.8% of people as well. For 4.5 million, as a backup, so you're looking at 4.5, maybe 4 million for a newly promoted side. I think Brighton with Graham Potter, if he stays there, he'll pick up another 12 clean sheets. And for how many points? 104 points, 4.5 million. You're probably looking at the same exact numbers again next year. If he plays for Arsenal, maybe a bit more. Who knows? Yeah, I think he's a very good pickup for 4.5 million. And definitely should be in your side. So yeah, hope you did enjoy this video today. Just brought you the budget defenders, just to see if I can help you out with picking your sides, basically. Best till last Ben White as well. If you did like the video, please obviously leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next episode. From me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.